Welcome to Slow Home Studio. Too many people live in badly designed houses, and we want to change that.
We're starting a new project today for Catherine and Greg in Squamish. You can look at all of their photographs and floor plans on the site. They moved to Squamish a little while ago from Calgary, bought a 1980s house. Here's the picture of the outside, and it looks pretty reasonable.
Yeah, it is. It's a great location. You can see the tips of the mountains over in the background, so I understand why they wanted to move to Squamish. Of course, she came and took one of our courses, so she's less enamored with the inside of the house, and they want to renovate in 2013. So they're trying to get some ideas together, and this is one of the main reasons why they're not very enamored with the inside.
I was shocked. I wasn't shocked when she said it was a 1980s house when we saw this. I was more shocked when we saw that this is actually the inside of that house. It just makes no sense.
Well, it's crazy because she says in her brief that it's plagued with 45-degree angles, which we know from our slow home rules is a big no-no, and it has a whole bunch of issues throughout the house. And this is a view in looking towards the backyard, and you can see that that fireplace, because it's on the angle here, is affecting the furniture layout in the living room.
Yeah, and so then we've got weird layouts of the floors. Everything is kind of off, and it's really unfortunate because here when you look out the back, it's a beautiful lot. There's a good connection between inside and outside, but then because of that fireplace, this sofa is cranked at an angle and there's all sorts of wasted space.
Yeah, so this plan needs some real help with some reorganization. Here's the plan.
Angles.
It's really interesting because she said also in her design brief that they really don't spend any time in the front of the house. They've got that room, the great room, as they're always called. Not so great, because it's completely separated from everything else in the back. So they spend all their time in the family room in the kitchen, and that 45-degree angled fireplace, of course, is the big carbuncle in the middle of that, which is creating all sorts of circulation and furniture placement.
And I think this is a good point for people because look at this. This great room is very typical in the 1980s to have this kind of front-facing room. That's probably what, 25% of the overall floor area?
At least 25%,
of the house, and it never gets used. This is actually the house that they live in, is this. And the rest of it isn't really being used very often. So we need to address that.
We do need to address that. And then the other thing that she said that is really important is they're going to be having a lot of guests. And the guest room is a very odd shape. It's got a French door onto it.
It's almost impossible to put a bed in.
It's really not very functional. The bathroom is very strange, poor layout over here. Plus, the mudroom is a great size, but the access is actually not directly adjacent. It's actually its own room off of a hall, which is very strange.
So we've all got our work cut out for us. We're going to take a couple of days. Hopefully, you can have some comments, some suggestions for what Catherine might be able to do, and we're going to be talking to her and evolving the design over the next few days, and then we will give you our solution.
See you soon.
Bye.